that hit. All he sees is his quarterback over there by the bleachers. And you know what? I understand that this is a mistake by Jenkins, but I'll take that. I will take that from a young player. You're trying to establish an attitude and build for the future, and Tevin Jenkins has his quarterback's back. And Ifedi, I understand what you're saying. He's trying to take leadership too, but I like what he did there.
Yeah, I get it. I get the fact that he's trying to protect his quarterback. It's just that this football team right now, they also have games to play this year, and they've been competitive in this football game, and right now they're just hurting themselves with bad decision after bad decision.
You don't have to throw a punch going over there. Just go over there, get in his face, and say what you need to say, and have your quarterback's back without getting the penalty.
And Sheldon Richardson got away with one throw and a punch there. No flag on him.
He sure did.
Here's Montgomery. So 4 personal fouls on the Bears. Kenzie Alexander made that stop.
But that is a product, I think, of what Justin Fields did last week for Tevin Jenkins. Tevin Jenkins had 4 penalties, gave up a strip sack, and it was his first time playing. He's making his first NFL start tonight. He doesn't know any better, and Justin Fields had his back last week. And that's how you start to build chemistry. That's what Jason Peters did throughout his whole career.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints.
You about to go to sleep too. Turn off that light in my room, please. That was your day.
Yeah.
You had fun?
Yeah.
Like your house you made.
Can we have sleep?
Here. Here.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Yeah.
This will be brought out from the middle of
Go
the
put her shoes in her room and turn off that light in the hallway and in my room.
But what was that guy doing? He jumped.
Turn off that light in the hallway. No, off.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Get some sleep, son.
Okay.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Rodgers now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Did I make a picture?
It'll be a
I got this.
51-yard punt that
But I
time.
can
And the Saints will take over with a
I
first
got
down
offense.
and 10.
ESPN's Monday Night Football is brought to you by Verizon, Division 5G network in the NFL.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first down carry, it's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
You like the Broncos?
We think it's the strong safeties
Who you like?
better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case,
You know, you don't have to like the Saints just because I like them.
making the big time play.
To throw his
You do?
out
That's
of the
good.
backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
I like the Saints
and he's
too.
going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Again, this is Kamara, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken
You just
down the line of scrimmage.
gotta dissect them slow. Can't get show them everything. Gotta make little cuts, and then slide go for the field. You feel me?
Been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially
I
nothing
mean, you
on
gotta
that
be-
last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw.
You can't show everything. You gotta
Running room, if any at all.
and see at a time.
Back-to-back
Scoot up a little
stops
bit.
make it 3rd
Stop.
and 10.
Scoot up a little bit. Then boom, you got
On
him.
the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
But then I take advantage of what they give me. You want to take what they give me.
3rd and 10.
You feel me?
Now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter.
I
They're
gotta
down to
eat. I
1
ain't eat
remaining.
yet. Was the fries good? You had your
Here
chili
comes the
dog?
7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Come on.
Be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Blake Gilligan on the punt now on 4th down.
Let's go. Got him. See? You lured him to sleep. You know, he thought we were just going to kick it to him. Hell no. We coming to get punts.
Wait, how did you get to pick the ball up? Dad, how did you pick the ball up?
So into Packer territory.
I just picked it up, you dig?
First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Book. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he works it past the 30.
That's Taysom Hill.
25. Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way
Yeah, he's kind of fast.
Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really
I'm
difficult.
sure.
And they go play action with Book.
Just got to catch that, Mike.
Looked very much to be a catchable ball.
He got to catch that.
It was like a touchdown, but he missed it.
He dropped it.
How?
He ain't clutch.
How come if you don't make it, it's not a touchdown? That could be a touchdown.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have
We'll take that.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it
So he
down
don't get hit, because if the quarterbacks get hit, they fumble most of the time. So you got to be a little smart, idiot, dig?
How do you slide?
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up the
It was there.
It was almost
scoreless after one.
Was it open?
Is the game over?
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They'll set up the screen.
Ah, come on, Kamara.
After a gain of 1, not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Blood from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown.
Go, Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
He caught it in the end zone.
Strike first here on their opening drive. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown.
Damn, did we have the ball the whole first quarter?
Receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to
We
wait.
did, damn.
Put it on him and score a touchdown.
What's good on the extra point? And
He
it's
took care of that ball by time of possession. The more you keep the ball, the less your opponent gets to have it to try to control. So you want to keep the ball as long as you can.
Realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Right?
Right. Since he looks uncomfortable.
No, she good. Man, tonight. What we watching tonight?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I'm up late with you tonight. I'm going to bed kind of early.
From a moment ago, 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And it maneuvers way forward for about 4.
Gonna help me fold.
6.
Or not tonight. Did you make the fries? Maybe we gonna make a little plate. Guess what I got? I got a little hot dog for lunch tomorrow then, huh?
You got what?
I got a little hot dog for lunch tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, I got 2 down there if you want to eat 2.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers.
Are you sure not the G's?
Yeah, I'm not the G's. That's Green Bay Packers.
Are you sure you're not the Packers?
Sounds like you had a good day.
Well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Did you have a good time?
Fun as
First
was
down carry by Jones.
I know you were
How?
To the 33.
Because
That's a really good gain right there.
Zaire told me you were asleep.
To a first down.
Did you go see the houses?
Everyone's going to want to
I
touch
saw
the
most
football.
of
Be a lot
them.
of chatter right now because they've seen that they
You
can
missed the last one. The last
Well,
one.
Ashley was watching her nephew today. She always
a
got.
little bit. She has them sometimes.
Oh, Mom. I saw the one when it had the.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
I did see it.
Bro, where is my safety?
Right at midfield.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack.
What? That noise?
Sound. Damn, them is extra long, huh?
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
The last one had like Woody, it had like Joy on the roof, it had everything. That house is so cool. I'll show you it again later. I didn't, but we can ride back
They'll
by
run
it.
on 1st down. It's Jones.
Right back to the gate.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd.
Okay, you did your own shit. You proud of yourself?
Figure out how not to get it all around this place.
Blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz
But
it,
I think when I do that, I think I'll be alright.
But it took you a long ass time.
great leverage,
Yeah.
easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play.
It's
Here's
not
2nd and
something
4.
that's short. Now you see why it take them so long to get the nail shot.
Rodgers tapping this
Especially
forward
get
in the
him.
jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I shaped it terribly, or I didn't pack enough to fill out the nail on this one. But now I know. I had to pack it on to
1st
fill out
down.
the shape of the
It's
nail.
Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken
And when I do
down.
them again,
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers.
I think by the summertime we need to make guys
And
who
he'll work it inside the 30 to the
Pretty
29-yard line.
I do them up my nails.
And just like that, it's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter.
Yes, you're in the
7-0 ball
Devon's
game.
ready.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Shedding through the defense. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get. On each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Oh, damn. I didn't know that was...
3 seconds left in the first
What
half.
am I doing?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on
The University of Virginia.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Let me catch the ball. Yeah, he's from Canada. We drafted him. He got mad when we didn't re-sign him, though. Like, we didn't need you, bitch. On my stepson, we didn't need you.
Yes, your little dirty foot. Get off the covers.
Not my way.
All your feet is dirty because you've been outside with no shoes on. Get off the covers. Get in
You
it.
end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play action now. Book. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A 1st down throw for Book. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. 20. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cool. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Lutz puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. They'll run on first down. Jones powering his way forward. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. On first down, it's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. Prater's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. They try to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this
working out of the gun. Here's Book. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Book now to throw on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Off the play fake. Here's Book. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Book. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have moved out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rodgers to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2nd and goal from the 1. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A lot of tired bodies on that field. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Book now. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Book. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
From the shotgun, it's Bourke. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision. And the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Second down, another shot for Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 40.
Stop playing with me, boy.
So we will see yet another drive.
Quit fucking playing with me, boy.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things and it leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now.
He was killing it the whole day.
To an overtime victory.
When did you get him?
When we went to the store.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4.
Football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The man who's been busy this afternoon is Kamara again. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
we just, we just took our time with it.
Take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you're
You
proud of
know,
the pump all
you
week for
played,
your own facility. But when
not to
things look
lose. You didn't play
clueless,
to
the
win.
only people who believe
We
are
played
right
to
here in this
win.
room. And then you go on the road,
You was
band
trying not to
together, and
lose,
get it done.
but good job. Appreciate you.
So for the
Love you.
Saints, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now
Take
on
care.
the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on
Good
the
little
Atlanta
homie.
Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to
I love him.
1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
I love all of God's children. Praise the Lord. But Lord couldn't save you from this ass whooping. GG's. See you in the playoffs. Oh, probably not, but I'll be there. I don't think you will, but you play hard. Let me give you a little something. You was helpful right there. I'm going to give you an accolade.
Change your daughter's diaper.
I got you, baby.